All right. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be rereading the first. I did one stream of Homestuck before, and that was before I figured out how to do the YouTube stuff so I could set up the VODs. So I'm gonna reread what I've already covered in Homestuck, but in a better program that I found because we were having a lot of issues with the music not playing, and whenever I did somehow manage to get it to play, it would be like really loud. But with this new program, there shouldn't be any issues. And I've also got it set up to where it'll get rid of most controversial content, including like slurs and like questionable panels. They'll have like content warnings, so if it's like something that's triggering to you, you can tab out. But yeah, this new setup should be a lot better. So let's get started. All right, Homestuck. Oh yeah, this font that you see is a font called Open Dyslexic, and it's supposed to help out people who have dyslexia to read a little better. So I'm hoping that changing the font here will make reading a lot easier. All right, now we shall continue. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is a young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago that he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. What would the name of this young man be? Enter name. Zoosmel Pooplord. Try again, smartass. Try again. John Egbert. Alright. Examine room. I have to drink water already. Alright. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered around your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore, and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? John, quickly retrieve arms from the drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna get my tablet so I can see the chat. And we're back. Alright, I can see the chat now. I won't miss any messages. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up... Oh, yeah, I've already read that. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Silodex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in your chest. John, examine contents of chest. In here you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician for a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms, currently captulogged in your Silodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beaglepuss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sastiker's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. John, capture log the smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your capture log cards in your Silodex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you're starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copaesthetic with the abstract behavioral medium which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. The card is beneath the one you just used to capture log the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable since you'd just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Silodex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You were never really all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Silodex with a little more experience. John, examine Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. Oh. Yep, there's the Problem Sleuth poster. I clicked on it, it opened up a tab where I can buy it. If you're interested in a Problem Sleuth poster, they have a website. There's a nice spot on the wall right next to... I thought this text was supposed to help with dyslexia. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. John, read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Besides the note is a rolled-up poster. John, take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what's printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammer and nails. This will come in handy. You first place the hammer in your Silodex, but now all of your capture log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try and take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You capture log 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you've gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now captulogged on the same card and can be used together. John, use the hammer/nails on poster. You use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. John, nail poster and wall. Alright. We are succeeding in our task of hanging this poster. You use the hammer and nails and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious. Exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. John, examine Con Air poster. I'm going to be taking multiple little drink breaks because I'm going to be talking a lot more than I usually do. Stay hydrated, people. John, examine Con Air poster. John. Oh no, I'm not going to be reading these top things because it's just repeats of like these. Put the bunny back in the box. I said put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Okay, let's see where this link takes us. What? Oh, hopefully we don't... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's definitely turn that down.
Appears the United States Parole Commission that... Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
What? Okay, I think this is like a movie clip. I don't want to get taken down. I'm not gonna watch that. That's another clip? Okay. It's okay. It's all the same clip. We're not gonna do that. John, examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel, homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow! Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president. Now you've seen everything. I guess that kind of dates just how old this comic is. John, examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Spurb beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. Oh, right here, it says like the day that this panel was posted. This was 2009. Wow. I was 9. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Celodex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming message. What a computer background, buddy. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. Me too, buddy. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You're really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You're so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your PesterChum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. John, open PesterChum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. John, open message. Turntech Godhead TG began pestering ectobiologist EB at 1613. TG, hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene is so funny. Okay, so John is the blue text. And then the red text is his friend, Turntech Godhead. Okay, that's fine. But, oh wait, no, I skipped over. Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. Oh, that's fine, but I have just one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try and use your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I got 2 copies already, but I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in GameBro? GameBro is a joke, and we know it. Yeah, why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. John, look out window. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is a tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terrible proper gentleman at all. And there, besides your driveway, is the mailbox. John, examine mailbox. The little red arm wheelie dealy thing, or whatever it's called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You don't have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. John, go outside and check mailbox. You're about to hurry down the stairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. Looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. John, forget it. Check the mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room. Stuck, if you will, in a sense, which possibly borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever, the dude can just hold his damn horses. John, examine games on CD rack. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. You've got Bard Quest, The Caper Havers, Problem Sleuth, And It Don't Stop, some sort of pumpkin, Ghostbusters 2, the MMORPG, Little Monsters from Konami, Harry Anderson, Call My Bluff. What a collection. John, read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. You could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you'll have to capture log it. You are not sure you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. John, capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. John, set Pester Chum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way up to rancorous, but you still feel the Pester Chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. The bully will have to do, you guess. This, unsurprisingly, does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right, you forgot your chum is pestering you. John, answer chum. Alright, water break. Much better. Alright. TG. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play it with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, it is understandable because you're really attractive. I'm attracted to you. Thank you. JK. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. I've been busy all day. Ugh, Jesus. My brain does not want to read this one. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. Yes, it is frustrating. Reading is hard. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from them? Oh, like one at a time, I guess? And if I put too much in, something falls out? Stack? What is yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks and he basically knows everything and is awesome. What the hell is that? Should probably brush up on your data structures, I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specifics? No. It could free up a card for you, plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle, which is never. What have you got? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specibus. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. John, combine fake arms with cake. Oh. You stick the fake arms in the cake. On your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. John, allocate hammer to strife specibus. Oh wow, there's a lot of different things you can use. It's ice pick kind, golf club kind, spoon kind? Let's see, any funny ones? Fancy Santa? Fancy Santa? Is that what that is? What? Okay. You check the back of your strife specibus for the kind of stratus that you have in mind for it. John, select hammer. Your strife specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind of stratus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. John, report progress to TG. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah. Okay. That will be your permanent allocation for your specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fun, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. John, capture like Colonel's big book. Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. John, examine Gamebro magazine. Gamebro, Spurb. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff that I like that's better. John, read article. Alright, so. Okay. Spurb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. And this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write something. But I don't know. I'm like, so is this about houses or some noise? That's fine. I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosifs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? While you're playing a house or some shit? Are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out, and I quote, the mad stunts? All wicked uppins? I don't speak bro language. This is gonna be a hard read. Know what I'm saying, bro yo ma? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it a 1.5 hats out of 5 to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were going to chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. God, this hurts to read. So this one time, there's like a huge space in between one. Why? He was leaning against the screen door, and the ship popped open. This also has awkward spacing, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy-ass girth to the hospital. But it's cool. I still got another watch in me. Brotel... What? Rwanda. I don't know how to pronounce that. John, capture log game bro. It might come in handy if you need something that burns easily. My thoughts exactly. John, capture log magician's hat. You expend your final card on the magician's hat. John, get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Siladex. However, you are able to merge the Beagle Puss with the magician's hat to create a clever disguise. Okay. John, we're disguised to fool Dad. John, who's this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the item, they remain on the card, but is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. John, leave room. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he's quick to correct anyone who would venture such a brazen assumption. John, go downstairs. Okay, he's got a cozy little house. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagine. This is going to, take me to a website. I'm not clicking that. John, admire harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad can sure be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. John, examine fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire. Because that's categorically at all times. Wait, what? I skipped over an entire line, my bad. Because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. Categorically at all times, without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it. Much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You are almost certain Mark Twain said that. John, toss Game Brew into fire. Yes, burn. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos, for big ups to Mother Earth, yo. John, fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn, containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her a portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. John, topple urn. You clumsily mishandled the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You'd probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. John, combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. John, examine oversized gift. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. John, open large present. Oh, good lord. Oh, hell no. John, capture log ashes. First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor, sprawled all akimbo like that, struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes in your available card. John, combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you just used a broom and a dustpan. John, put the urn back. No one will be the wiser, except maybe people with eyes. John, go get the fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. It looks like Pastor Chum is acting up again. John, examine third and fourth walls of the room. Oh, we got more posters to look at. John, check Pastor Chum. Travolta/Cage, Face Off, Armageddon. I've never actually watched any of these movies. Another one of your chums is messaging you. John, check message. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine. That's an ugly rumor, and whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Oh. Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John? What? You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, I was joking. How did my brain combine that into I was joking? JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha. I know, John. John, go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the cake, on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. John, attach arms to doll. You don't care what Colonel Sassacre says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. John, inspect burnt paper on the floor. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Good. John, throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. John, catalog doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. John, read Colonel Sassacre's text. Oh, good lord. I can smell what this book probably smells like. The pages look so gross. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but the text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. John, find Dad and retrieve mail. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which can lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He can be in either room wherever you go. John, go in the study. It doesn't look like he's here right now. John, examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of Serious Jester magazine, and a stray captcha card. There is also a can of peanuts on the desk. Ha ha. Oh, Dad. You won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Oh no, he's allergic to peanuts. John, upgrade costume with hat from hat rack. You swap the magician's hat for the bowler hat. The disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. John, combine second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The last one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. John, examine capsule cart. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla. John, Captcha card. Ugh. S. John. Play haunting piano refrain. Alright. S pages are pages that play audio. So I will be turning off the music temporarily. And we're going to listen to this. Sorry if that was incredibly loud. I'm not quite sure how to turn it down. Oh, okay, you can turn it down. Alright, music's back on. But that was John playing a haunting piano refrain. John, play 52 pickup. Is that the Joker? You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid. Look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is sure getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. John, attempt to leave the house. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. John, exit. You exit the house. John, check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. S. Alright, music back off. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed. Or say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday. And as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. A game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen riddler. One to engender a sense of not mirth, but lack. His coarse schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans a fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you are certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Let me check the music is playing. Yep, okay. John, leave a surprise for the mailman. No. See if your father left the mail in the car. Look at his little dangly, like little jester guy. This door is locked, and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There is also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills, coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. John, spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window. You can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking the glass is steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see what's on the table just besides the window. It looks like the mail is there. Included amongst it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. John, go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You were going in. Clever disguise. It's time to work your magic. Alright, another S page. John, enter. Alright. Next. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There is only one way to settle this. Strife. Okay, that's better. Let's see, oh, we can click on this. Agreed. Are we gonna hammer on the cake? This is violent. Oh. John, retrieve the package and flee to your room. You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. This man is ruthless. You better brace for impact for the most comedically striking fashion possible. John, equip fake disguise. John, equip disguise for defense. The beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that one. On that exchange. As is usually the case. John, capture log pie tin. You take the pie tin and unequip the bagel puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be the distraction you were... Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. John, take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist anything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sassacre's text out of your Silodex. Sassacre, you beautiful bastard! Now's your chance! John, abscond! Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. John, take PDA. That's his phone! Why are you taking that? You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Oh, okay. Besides, that may come in handy later. Your spare capture log card is forced out of your Silodex and is now consequently integrated into the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. John, take package. The red package is addressed to you. John, take envelope. You got the Spurb beta. Exit the kitchen. Get cake on couch. You capture log the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. John, combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Silodex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? John, retreat upstairs. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You are going to need something to clean up the mess you are about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom, to the right is Dad's room. It is locked, and you are forbidden from ever entering there. He has secrets. John, go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There is also a spring-mounted power ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack is a fresh towel. John, remove PDA and envelope packet. John, remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods. John, retrieve your items. The items force the manhandled cake into the toilet. And just like that, your Solex is full again. God, this thing is annoying. John, go to bedroom. John, admire their failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any smoldering heap of wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a casual shrine to an amazing actor. The film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Now imagine she's white. Wow. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed your latent racism. Damn, you are good. This definitely dates this. S. John, check Pester Chum. Okay, music off. Okay, I guess that was how long the audio was. Garden Gnostic began pestering ectobiologist. Alright. Hi, happy birthday, John. Hello. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Hey, Gigi is looking for you. Why are you so popular all of a sudden? It's like today is some sort of special occasion or something. Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing? I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous, and everybody wants to talk to me a lot. No, stop, just no. Don't talk about your awful, stupid movies, or make a references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. McConaughey. It sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb are those pictures of that clown you have hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage. Oh, what? No, Nick Cage is sweet. So sweet. So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. It's like, for real, isn't it? I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday? No, those are awesome. What? No, they're stupid, which was the joke. The ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you? I'm wearing them ironically, because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome. Vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a frickin' pen. You do realize they touched Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. Ew, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? Yeah. Did there happen to be a package there? Yeah, there's a big red one. You should probably open it. I would, but it's trapped under the Spur beta, so I'll probably open it later after I install the beta. Oh man, the beta came? Yeah, wanna play it? No way. Why not? That sounds so hells of boring just to get TT to play it. Just get TT to play it. She's all about it. Oh my god, I need water again. Almost threw an entire water bottle. Where'd she go? Her internet's blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ on a sidecar. Are you still using the stack modus? Seriously, dude? You need to bone up on data structures. That shit is just ridiculous. Okay, I will. John, open a browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. That was the original website for Homestuck. It is no longer that, but that was where you'd have to go for the original comic. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open up the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure you like it as much as the last one. John, install the Spur beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Spur beta. The fuck is this? John, bone up on data structures. You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. John, read data structures book. Data structures for assholes. Wait, I think my rage just crapped its pants. Funny uncle. by Buckminster Funny Uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus in the back. You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check it out, the free modus instead. John, get free modus. You turn to the back. You turn to the back inside cover, where free fetch modus included in plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of queue data structure, operating on first in, first out method rather than a first in, last out method. John, apply fetch modus to Sylladex. Your items cataloged in your Sylladex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card, and you have to wait for the items on the upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems like more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. John, switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if that is even possible. You don't even remember if you had a physical card for the stack modus. You find all this a little abstract, and you'd prefer not to think about it too much. John, put down razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. How long have we been live? Almost an hour. Alright. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. John, pick up 2 items. You catalog one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these luring pastries. Dead weight? John, get another cake. Oh, goodness. Oh, God, it launched out and cut his hair. The second cake causes the razor to launch out of the front of your Sylladex. Oh, good lord. That beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch. John, get more stuff. You open your magic chest and catalog one of your favorite books of all time. Wise Guy by Mike Cabney. There goes the fresh towel. John, might as well grab those cuffs. Good lord. What happened? Oh, it broke his window. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. God damn it. John, open up that package. 2EB from TG. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It is bound in packing tape, though. You need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's all so simple. Why didn't you? John, get razor. John, pick up package again. Let's take this from the top. John, catalog glass shards. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Sylladex rains devastation on your room from above. Now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that anytime soon. Oh yeah, not a great idea. Oh my god. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. John, use the razor on the red package. You open the package. There's something suspicious inside. Something suspicious. And dirty smelling. It is the stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich's Cyrus, the virus, while taunting hard-luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Nick Cage's Poe, and offered to his daughter, a gesture of symbolic and tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no. It is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. John, check status of spread beta. Looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. John, look at monitor. John, check pester chum window. Tentacle therapist began pestering ectobiologist. Looks like you managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try and connect. Whoa, okay. But I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit. It's so sweet. I've heard tales of this wretched creature often, its Homeric legend practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. What? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You are running the client application. I am running the server, so I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? John, press enter. Oh. Alright, we're at a loading screen. Oh yeah, here's one of the mini bangers of this. Heck yeah. There's gonna be a lot of really good music in this. And also, where are the interface buttons? AH. Oh, that's Andrew Hussey's. My brain is not braining right now. His name, AH, Andrew Hussey. He's the one that wrote the comic. Select, revise, deploy, Fernalia registry, grist cache. That looks like a gusher. Explore the Athenium. Alchemy, excursus. I don't know what that is. TT, select magic chest. Oh, it's like The Sims. And there's the card that we were looking for. TT, zoom out. TT, drop chest. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. Sad face. I will try to be more careful next time. John, get the card. There we go. Now he has both of the things. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Celodex. You can now opt for either stack or queue modus at any time. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. Looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window, for that matter. TT, select stuff in the yard and move it back into the room. Oh, out of bounds. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it to me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it's too far away from you, the player. Big sad face. TT, select John. You cannot select a player. John abjures the meddlesome cursor. TT, select Bunny. Put the bunny back in the box. TT, revise room. So this is like all happening in, I guess, real life. It's like if somebody suddenly had the ability to edit your house using like Sims. That's crazy. TT, open Fernalia registry. I'm like, they're not really acknowledging that this is like a weird occurrence. So I guess video games are weird in Homestuck. TT, deploy totem lathe. John, examine totem lathe. You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. TT, open grist cache. It seems to be expanding the dimensions of your room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not incur any expense. Looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds cool. Oh, that sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client, but you will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I'm running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you'll be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor, and I can reach the items, which you threw out of the window for some reason? Good idea. And what have you been doing all afternoon anyway? I was fussing with my stupid Silodex. I think I have it under control now. What motors do you use? I'd like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they're elegant. John, stand in corner. TT, deploy Kruxstruder. Okay, Kruxstruder, what the heck is that then? TT, deploy Alchemeter. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff into my house? Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet. What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate some sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy. Huh. To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate. John, get PDA. You grab the PDA and switch back to stack modus, so it is easily or readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile, no clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin papers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances, his fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. John, install PesterChum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. John, go out to balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging you from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Silodex like a frightened weasel. What are you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No, those were all accidents. Please keep your psychobabblery elsewhere, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool. All the snooping nonsense. There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that would satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. It sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to look at this enormous platformy thing you put on the balcony. John, examine an alchemeter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you decide to just stand on it. That isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through the telescope. It is a very clear sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Grab the soiled toilet. Oh gosh. That's not good. Whoops. Whoops what? What was that noise? Is there something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. John, investigate. Ugh. I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go look at the Kruxstruder? The what? The thing I put in your living room. John, hop down the hole. You jump down into the utility room. John, get sledgehammer and card. You take the sledgehammer and the capture log card, combine the two, and then quickly apply it to your strike specific. You think it's cool things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. Answer, chum. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn. Are you sure it was in a green box? Oh, yes, but it's in my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great. What are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in this spurb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. LOL, what's spurb? Oh, it's the skin. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside of my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I'll go outside and look. Oh man. Be careful, okay? I will. John. Might as well check out the Kirkstuder. Oh, hell no. You put this thing in front of the door? There's a door there? Yeah. I didn't see it. I just thought it fits nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Oh, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. Oh no, she's completely tearing apart that bathroom. John, examine a wheel on the Kirkstuder. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. TT, put bathtub in driveway. The tub's on its journey to the driveway when the connection is interrupted. John, scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening. Yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. No, I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What about going outside? Maybe you should catch a neighbor's signal. That presents the same problem. It's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way here. With us on the East Coast. Its lurid glare moved on to younger time zones. Okay. Hit the Kirkstruder with the sledgehammer. Need some help? TT, pick up sledgehammer. Bonk. Oh gosh. Oh, epilepsy warning. For people with epilepsy, this comic is probably not the best option. There's a lot of like flashing textures and stuff. So if you do have epilepsy, maybe don't watch Homestuck. What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game fac for walkthroughs to figure out some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further. Okay. All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. I mean, it's a new game, true. Now that the lid is off, you'll need to extrude some Cruxite. John, turn the wheel again. You extrude one Cruxite dowel. John, get Cruxite. I feel like we should hurry. That countdown's making me nervous. John? Oh wait, your PDA is trapped under Cruxite now, isn't it? Anyways, it looks like you're going to need this card too. TT, deploy pre-punched card. Epilepsy. John, get card. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and remains the Harlequin doll. John, capture all fanciful Harlequins. You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless freight pushes water. Sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. The additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card, and then you switch to Q modus so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. Oh goodness. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the kernel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped twice, actually, whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. TT, drop main Harlequin into Colonel Sprite. Alright, we got an S page. The Colonel Sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin doll. I'll just listen to this for a moment. Alright, I think it repeated. Fantastic. Evie, I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which for all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have much time for asinine tomfoolery. Unmitigated poppycock? Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing. The alchemitor? I'll try and learn lingo. Use pre-punched card with the alchemitor. There is no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemitor. The Colonel Sprite followed you upstairs. TT, explore the Athenium. Acquiring a Crooksite dowel seems to have populated the Athenium with one item, a perfectly generic object. John, capture the telescope. Oh, there goes the PDA. You snatch the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful, but more importantly, it pushes the Crooksite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned across the yard into the neighbor's fence. John, put Crooksite on weird pattern on the alchemitor. You place the Crooksite dowel on the alchemitor's small pedestal. Something is happening. Oh, there it goes. You set the alchemitor to cast 3 perfectly generic objects, for some reason expending a total of 6 units of build grist. This thing looks completely useless. What a waste of time. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in the sky. John, switch modus and use the telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back to the stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel Sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Oh, wow. There's a timer and a meteor. That doesn't look good. You are no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. John, high-five Colonel Sprite. You figured you left him hanging long enough. John, attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. It is tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of build grist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that it deterred you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. TT, revised bathroom. Oh yeah, that fixes the bathroom totally. This poor man. His toilet is in his front yard. Sorry about my squeaky chair. Run to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums are trying to message you. John, answer chums. I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? There's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know, maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely the walkthrough vaguely suggests an impending threat before the end. The already poorly constructed sentences seem to become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating! If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is proceed and try and solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do it. Really, this is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I'll write my own walkthrough. That is, if after we make sure you don't die. Turntech Godhead began pestering ectobiologist. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it for you. In my rough and tumble, dirty wife beaterly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches and their mitts have had their mitts on that bunny before you. Oh. Oh, hey, Fuzzy. What's up? I'm just putting in the hours, reading through some Homestuck. I plan on reading the entirety of it on stream. Okay, where was I? Yes. What time even is it? Oh, it's only 9:39 a.m. Yeah, I got started like an hour ago at 8 a.m. Oh, okay. Let me know how the audio sounds. Oh man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Spurb and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. A little quiet? Oh, that's just because I'm being kind of quiet. I wanted it to kind of be chill. I'm not trying to be super loud. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of flighty broads and their snarky horseshit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming. I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or a comet or something in the sky heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess. I gotta go. Well, we'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas? Or just Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah, how big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or how big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh shit. I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's, we're skipping over that. Oh, snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean, like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. Is it? I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by the planet fucking Jupiter. Oh, shit. Anyways, later. Hey, why are you scratching my chair? What's wrong with you, cat? Sorry, my cat was being a menace. John, use pre-punched card on the totem lathe. You slip the pre-punched card into a slot on the totem lathe. Above the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you need something to lathe. John, take the Crooksite totem to the lathe. Sorry, I'm back. My father walked in. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Crooksite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway, leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over a new fixture in his hallway. The perfect crime. Yes, that's how you repair a bathroom. You retrieve the Crooksite dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. Ew. You found a fossilized lime under your fridge? Looks like you needed to do that cleaning. You retrieve the Crooksite dowel. Dad just shrugs off and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work, saving his ass. John, use Crooksite dowel on the totem lathe. You clamp the Crooksite into the lathe. Activate the lathe. You lathe one totem. You take the totem. Alright, I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thing. Now I guess I take it back to the alchemeter again? Hello? TT is no longer connected. Uh-oh. TT has lost her internet. Oh, we only got 2 minutes left for the frickin' meteor. It's like an SCP lemon. It's there to haunt you. Alright, this is where we got to the first time I read through this. I'm currently rereading the first half because I was unable to save the VOD, so I just kind of lost this video forever. But this is where we left off. But now that you're here, Fuzzy, I can just continue reading. Oh, I need water first. I've been reading for like, let's see how long. An hour and 20 minutes. Her face is horrifying. She does look a little bit like the Roblox woman face. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. It has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to re-establish connection somehow. This young lady is named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this lady again? Flighty Broad. That wasn't it. Oh, she mad. Yeah, and I'm dyslexic, Fuzzy, so I've been struggling for an hour and a half to read out loud. One more time. Rose Lalonde. Enter room. Or, there we go. That doesn't say enter. I'm very good at reading. Examine room. Oh, she really likes purple. Your name is Rose. It was previously mentioned that you are without electricity. Although your laptop computer still functions on battery power, you have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing, and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the bestially strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit. Your room is a bit of a mess, and on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Rose, retrieve arms from the purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed? Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Rose, stroke writing journal and mutter, "My precious." You would only resort to such embarrassing activities while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Rose, get violin. Can you hear the music okay? By the way, like, it's supposed to be kind of quiet, but it's supposed to have some music playing. Does the room change when that lightning flashes? I can go back. Let's see, does the room change? Oh, okay. Oh, I must have turned it off. Okay. Can you hear it now? don't think the room changes with the lightning. Though that would be spooky if it did. Okay, you can hear the music. Okay, cool. Well, now I'm going to turn it off again because we have a sound page. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin. Okay. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management there. Time management skills there, sweetheart. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Oh, goodness. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father. And then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make deceased Bruce Willis proud. Rose, Captchalogue knitting supply bag. You get the knitting bag that occupies the left leaf card under violin per Tremotus's alphabetically sorting method. K is greater than V. Okay. Rose, look out the window. Ooh, spooky. Why do you live in like a haunted vampire forest, Rose? With like a creepy factory. And that's a mausoleum with a cat face on it. Okay. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below, and the mausoleum housing your dead cat. You have a mausoleum just for your cat? Jasper's is your cat. Oh. Who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that is how you've come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You could also make out a silhouette of the laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps you should seek higher ground? She must be rich. Rose, get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. I'm gonna, ignore this. I'm not reading that out. It's just freaking letters. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Silodex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items compromise leaves. Okay. That's a lot of techno-babblery. Examine book on desk. Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious? She has a book on how to summon, Cthulhu. What is this creature, though? Look at his face. He looks so stupid. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. Rose, take book. You take the grimoire. Rose, go explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to the door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. That is a very exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things, ironically. She must know how much you detest them, and there is... Now there's 2 cats in my room. And there is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right, is the observatory. Perhaps you will also be able to connect from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You will have to watch your step. Rose, tiptoe to the observatory. There are so many wizards everywhere. You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Rose, sneak by. Oh lord, there's a fancy woman. Okay, she made it past. Oh my god, there's even more wizards. They're everywhere. There's statues of them. I love these wizards. Rose, how could you hate them? They're beautiful. Look at him. That's just Dumbledore. This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Rose, go through the door. Jesus, it's like Typhoon. Are you okay, girl? Is this safe? The door opens to an exterior walkway. This doesn't even have a rail. You're just gonna fly off if the wind gets too hard. Trisha Paytas posters. Oh my goodness. Also, she does seem to be very rich. Look at how big this place is. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen... Wait, she has an observatory. Yeah, she's definitely rich. Who just casually has an observatory in their house? My cat wants to escape my room one moment. Be free, pigeon. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Oh yeah, true. It does kind of look like that. Rose, hurry up to that observatory. Rose, try to connect. That is a big-ass telescope. That's like NASA freaking grade telescope. The hell? Are you like... Is your mom like a government spy? What's going on here? You first put your laptop down on the ground to get situated, but removing it from the root card causes all the branches and the leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously onto the ground. Rose, see what you can observe. Oh, what? There's freaking meteors falling from the sky. So Armageddon Doomsday. She has many Roblox rebirths. What? Rich Roblox lady alert. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of small meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what that means, but it's somewhat disconcerting. Yeah, a little bit concerning. They're bright red. Rose, stack laptop on Grimoire to maximize elevation. She does look super Robloxy. You'll need every advantage you can get. Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. Oh man, they only have 40 seconds till a freaking meteor strikes and kills them all. I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. I'm not even sure. I'm not even... Oh my god, I'm so dyslexic. I literally have this set to where it has a special font that's supposed to help people with dyslexia read better, and it's not helping. I'm so dyslexic. Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience, you still haven't used the new totem. I believe it would create the item on the punch card. So, what is it, like an apple or something? What good would that even do? We'll see. I found no evidence of anyone that has successfully created the item. And the content of the card appears to be a variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Sick. Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it? According to the Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go. Rose, remove the door from hinges. No door for you. There goes the rest of the build crest. Rose, put bathtub back. You probably should have done this in the first place. John, take Totem to Alchemeter. Oh yeah, epilepsy morning, by the way. There's gonna be like a lot of scenes with flashing colors and stuff. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about this. Rose, remove blocks. You store the perfectly generic objects in the Finalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Oh, an S page. Okay. Let's turn off the music. John, take a bite of the apple. Blue apple. That actually looks delicious. I would eat a blue apple. John's dead. End of Homestuck. John died. Dang. Oh my god. That's an atom bomb. Holy cow. It's so Jover. Rip John. I don't think that was a meteor. They freaking nuked him. They freaking nuked John on his birthday. It's literally his birthday. For earlier context, we didn't actually get that far. The first little bit here, like Act 1. Oh. The blue raspberry apple man. Oh my god, they said fuck John in particular. He has a blue apple, blow him up. But the first half of Act 1 is kind of just John exploring his house. Like, it's his birthday and he got a few presents from a few of his online friends. And he wanted to get the beta of this game that they're currently playing. It's kind of like The Sims, but like weird and magic. It's like Magic Sims where you're able to like edit your friend's house. And it seems to have a lot more to it because there was like a danger mentioned in the it kind of is like D&D. Like, we're gonna find out what happens to John in Act 2. End of Act 1. Honestly, I feel like I should end it here. I mean, it's Act 1. But I don't know, since you're here and hanging out, I kind of want to keep going. Should I keep going? I don't know. I'm down, but I'm just saying it's like a good stopping point if we do want to stop. I've only been going for like an hour and 30. That is totally up to you. You know what? It is a good stopping point. Alright. I'll call you after I'm done shutting down the stream. But thank you for watching and listening and supporting the stream. And to anybody else that's watching, thank you as well. And tune in for Act 2. John totally doesn't survive. He's super dead, and we're not gonna get any more story. End of story. We'll find out what happened to John next time. See you guys.